Let's see. Try that again. Hi, Jeannie and Susan,
Hi.
Lydia.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, Kathleen and Sydney. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
There we
Hi,
go.
hi.
Hey. Good. Let's see what else we got. We got Diana, Louise. Good group
Hello.
here. You guys are all looking good. You got your cameras on. I love it. I can see your faces. It's fun teaching the real people. Happy Friday. Everybody made it to Friday. If you're keeping track of days anymore, sometimes that got lost. And
If you have trouble, just use your iCal, right?
right, check your calendar. Yeah. Yeah, how many times I open up my phone just to see what day it is on that app to see what the number is.
Well, if you have an iWatch, you can do it with that.
That's true. That's true. Good, good. All right. Everybody good? We're gonna one more minute and we'll get started here.
Where are you located, Kevin?
I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where are you, Kathleen?
New York City?
In the city. Okay, good. Is it nice there today?
Actually, it's supposed to be, we got a weather warning that it's supposed to be below freezing tonight. So,
Oh my.
yes. Oh, well,
You were hoping that was over, right?
yes.
Good, good, good. Oh. Okay, we're about to start. Anybody, this is your first Get Set Up class? Anybody?
Yes.
Oh,
Hi.
No,
Marie? Marie?
Yes.
Good.
I'm in Seminole.
You're in Seminole, Florida?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Good. Lydia, we're getting some background music from you.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
music.
I actually had COVID. I was COVID positive after Thanksgiving.
Lydia, do you have the TV
Yeah,
on?
we had to ask you both about it.
who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, my husband's talking on the phone. Let him, I'll have him mute, I'll mute me.
Okay. Yeah, mute Zoom or mute your husband, one of the two, right? Good. Marie, great to have you here. Welcome to Get Set Up. So this is unique learning experience because we have live teachers and we have a lot of great guides that teach, a lot of great classes. Feel free to take as many classes as you want, take them as many times as you want. Every class is different because it's live. What I love about it is I get to see real people, real faces, and every class is unique and different in that way. There's a lot of online learning where you're watching a recording online. That's a little boring and stale to me, so I like this a little better, much more engaging. So I encourage conversation and discussion. This topic's an interesting one because it's a little complicated. I mean, Apple does a pretty good job of doing things and making it clear, but this is a thing that they've not made really clear. It's a little confusing. And so I'm going to try to make what's confusing out of it a little bit more simple for you all. But in that, I know you're going to have questions. So I encourage you to ask questions. You can do that by raising your hand, interrupting me, doing your reactions on Zoom, however you want to do it. Put it in chat even, you can do that. We have a TA that can help with the chat as well. And so I encourage you any way you want to do that as we're going. Okay, so this is about how to use iCloud, right? That's what you guys signed up for this class? Is this what we're on? Okay. I have not taught the wrong class yet, but I'm afraid someday I'm going to be already teaching the wrong thing. And you're going to go, what are we talking about? This is not what I signed up for.
Will we be able to later?
One more time?
Will we be able to watch this later?
In a way, yeah. Let me, I will mention that in a second. So like I said, I'm in Tampa. I love lifelong learners like you guys that are learning. And I think learning should be fun. As long as we're alive, we should keep learning. So I'm going to try to make this fun as we go along. Get Set Up does not get paid to endorse or promote anything. I love Apple products, but I use other products as well. So this is just designed to help you use these better. If you want a recording of this class, you can email help@getsetup.io. Maybe Nancy can put that in the chat if she hasn't already. Let me scroll down. She'll put it in the chat for you so you can see help@getsetup.io. and that will be a way to request a recording of this. All right, that answered that question. Yeah, because it's live, if there's noise where you are, please put yourself on mute. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself and talk freely. Sometimes our pets get jealous that we're having such a good time and they start making noises, and sometimes our roommates make noise and TVs and things like that. If you can hear it there, we can hear it too if you're unmuted. So, but I don't want to discourage you from talking, so feel free to unmute yourself. All right, as we jump into this though, I would be curious to hear from you what you would like to get covered in this iCloud class. Like if Kevin, if you covered this would be a success to me and I would go home happy this weekend. And no guarantee I'll cover it all, but I typically get to 95% of what everybody is asking for. So just unmute yourself and mention it and I'll make a note.
Okay, I have iCloud, but my husband has an iPad and cannot go into my iCloud account.
Okay.
Is that normal or not?
Okay. What device do you use?
I use my iPad or my iPhone.
All right. And are those synced together?
I'm not sure. I know my iPad is. I don't think my iPhone is synced.
And he has his own iPad?
What's that?
And your husband what does he use?
He uses an iPad as well.
He has his own?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. We'll cover that.
Okay.
Good.
Kevin,
I'd like to discuss iCloud Drive and files.
Yes. Okay. You got it?
do we just speak out or are you going to call on us, Kevin?
No, go ahead.
How would you like us to do this? Because we're all trying to talk at once.
Yeah, just fight it out. Just whoever speaks loudest. Okay.
Okay, so since I'm speaking, I would like a basic overview of iCloud. For some reason, when I try to understand the basics of iCloud, it is cloudy. It's foggy. I don't really, I would like a basic understanding before you go into these other more specific questions and issues. Thank you.
Absolutely. Laura, you are not alone. That is definitely why we do this class. So thanks for mentioning that. That's good.
And I'm with Lori. My concern is that every so often the iCloud screen pops up and the only way to get rid of it is to go back to another screen.
What's it say when it pops up?
It says iCloud, it says apply, there's a cancel button, but when I hit that, it doesn't go away.
And what device is that on?
That's on a computer screen.
Oh, on a Mac computer?
No,
What are you on? A PC?
Yes,
Oh gosh. Okay. That's a whole nother animal there. I'm not sure what's going on there. Some program is not happy on your PC, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I can get to that one today, but that's what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
I have issues with space continually running out, and I keep cleaning it up, but I don't know if I'm missing something.
Okay. Is that on your phone?
Phone and iPad. It says iCloud is running out of space.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a space on those, and those two are connected, right? They're on the same account.
Yeah, I have an iPhone and also an iPad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good stuff.
I'm interested in the photos. I'm not sure what's going on with photos.
Yeah. Okay.
I think some of them disappeared, but they may have gone to the cloud.
Okay. You hope they did. Yeah. Okay. Good. Anything else?
I have an iPad and an iPhone, but then I have also a PC. So I want to make sure that I'm using all of the capabilities for both of these things in a good way that gives me the most understanding of what I have where.
Right. Okay.
And I have my iCloud and I'm paying 99 cents a month for it, but I don't really know how to get into it.
Okay. All right. Good. We'll get to that. Emily.
Do I really need an iCloud? Like follow Lydia's same question. I have all the account, and then do I really need the iCloud? I know I need the storage space, right?
Okay. So do you have an iPhone or an iPad? What device?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Both. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Good. Anybody else? All right. I feel like we're going to cover all of them. Unfortunately, Donna Marie's is a PC question that's I'm a little outside my time scope here, so that's the only reason I can't get to that one. All right, good. Let's jump in. We'll start off kind of high level so that you guys get this, and we will go from there. Okay, so you can see this screen, right? Oh, that's not the right one, is it? This one. All right, can you see my blue screen?
Yes.
Good, good. Okay,
Yes.
all right. So I want to cover benefits of cloud storage, what that is, and the benefits of it. And then the best way I've been able to teach this is to break iCloud down into 4 components. There's really 4 parts to this, and that's where it gets confusing. That's where it gets muddy because iCloud means all 4, and they all work a little bit different, and they all have their own nuances. So we'll dig into those 4, and then we'll spend time making sure that your devices are all set up, because that's, it's one thing to have iCloud, but if you don't have it set up right on your devices, they're not going to work like you want them to. So we'll do that. So you'll want your iPhone, definitely your phone. That's probably, and then any iPads that you have, you might want to grab those as well. We'll talk about the computer too, but most people just have iPhone and iPad. Some have the Macs as well. All right, so that's it. So when we get into talking about cloud storage, this is just basically, there's 2 types of storage. There's what's called local storage, and then there's internet or cloud storage or offsite storage. Local storage would be the memory space you have on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. It's right where you are, right? It's right there. If you had something on those devices and you wanted to share it with somebody, you would have to show them your device because that's where the information is stored, right? What's the advantage of that? Well, you have it with you. What's the disadvantage of it? If something ever happens to that device, all of that information is gone. There's no backup to that. There's no way anybody else can get to that because you have to be at that device. Even our external hard drives that we hook up to our devices, those are local devices too that stay right there. And if something were to happen to those, if they would fail or get stolen or burn up in a fire, we would lose it all. So in comes internet storage or cloud storage, where you are saving data or files on the internet or accessible through the internet, so that they are not local to where you are, but they are accessible for you to view wherever you are. Okay, so there are many platforms to use this on. Google's version is called Google Drive. Microsoft's version is called OneDrive. Dropbox is its own company that has cloud storage. Box is another one that has storage. And Apple has one called iCloud. It's one of the pieces of iCloud is their cloud storage ability. Okay, so let's keep going and look at some of the benefits of cloud storage. So you can save storage space on your device. This is what doesn't make sense to people because they don't understand how it can be accessible but not taking up space on your phone. This will make more sense when we get into pictures. So the things that use up the most space on our phones are pictures and videos for the most part. Those are what use up the most space. If you've got audio files, podcasts, stuff like that, that can take up space too. And our cameras keep taking bigger and bigger, higher resolution, higher file size photos, so they take up more space. And you can quickly fill up all your memory on your phone with your photos. Now, we'll get into this with cloud storage. If your files were not stored on your phone, but actually in the cloud, which you could access the viewability of them, the ability to view them on your phone without storing them natively on your phone, then you could have the best of both worlds, where your files are getting backed up somewhere else and they're not taking up all the space on your phone, but you still have access to them. Now, that doesn't, some people that's like, oh my gosh, my mind just blew. How do I not have it on my phone and I can still access it? But what it does is it keeps a smaller version of it, a thumbnail version of it on your phone, which is much smaller and doesn't take up as much space. We'll get into that more. So it can save up space on your device. You can share and collaborate with others easily. So I work with a foster care agency, and we use Dropbox to store a lot of files. And any of my staff anywhere can get to that who has a Dropbox account because it's in the cloud. And as long as they've got a browser on a computer or a phone, they can get to those files. So it makes it easy to share with other people. You can back up files in the cloud storage. That's good because you're not susceptible to something happening on your local device and losing everything because it's somewhere else. And you can sync and access files across your devices through cloud storage. Okay. Any questions? Yeah, we're still going kind of higher level here. Anything?
Yes. Dropbox. What is actually a Dropbox?
It's another company that has a program that allows you to save files in the cloud. It's a paid service to save files in the cloud.
Because it comes up on my screen. You're not set up on Dropbox, and I don't know about it, so I don't even want to touch it.
Right now, you're getting marketed to buy that. You don't have to do it if you don't need it. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. All right. iCloud. So iCloud allows you to sync all of your Apple devices. So Apple makes iCloud so that all of your devices seamlessly work together. They want you to be able to move from your phone to your iPad to your computer and really not miss a beat. And so iCloud is part of the solution to do that. But it requires that you have the same iCloud account on all those devices so that they stay in sync. And the way your iCloud device works is it's tied to your Apple ID. Everything in Apple world is you have to have an Apple ID when you set up the device, right? You got to have an email and your password, and they're free, but that becomes then your identity with Apple, so that you can they know who you are, they know what apps you're buying, and all that type of thing. So that's what iCloud allows all your devices to be synced through that.
Evan,
Yes.
are you going to address privacy with the cloud? And because that's one of my concerns. I'm a very private person, so I don't know if you're going to address that.
Yeah, I can. It's a very fair question. So how safe is saving things in the cloud? So here's my typical answer. One, I compare it to how safe is my current system, right? My system of saving things. So I have probably 4 external hard drives hooked up to my MacBook Pro that I basically save things in addition to what I save in the cloud. I've got one that's starting to act up on me, and every now and then it tells me it's starting to have trouble reading. There's a chance I could lose that whole drive, and then I'd lose everything on there if it wasn't backed up. So mechanical failure, it could get stolen, I could spill water on it, it could disappear. I've had hard drives go bad. It's not a good feeling. It's really a lot of work to try to get them recovered. Sometimes you can't get it all back. I feel safer putting stuff in the cloud on these platforms, these big company platforms, because their whole job is to provide safety and security for that information. They're going to do that better than I am. I just trust that they are. Secondly, I'm not that interesting, so I'm really not afraid that anybody's going to get. The other thing is that most of our life is already online. Our banks do it. Our healthcare providers have our information online. All of it's out there in that sense. But so that everybody has to make their own decision, though. I mean, that's you have to be comfortable with it yourself. And it's to me, it's more about what you put out there and not is it safe. It's really you can be careful what you put out, you share out versus what you don't share out. We have a question. I'm going to chat here. What's the best device for cross-platform use? Windows plus Android plus Apple. Best device. I mean, I'm all Mac everything. I am not a PC fan myself. I've used PC for years. I don't like PC myself. I don't like Windows myself. Again, I'm being very unfiltered and telling you my personal opinion. I like Apple stuff because it works. It doesn't want to update every time I turn it on the computer. It's like, oh, you want to do some work? We want to upgrade everything right now. I hate that about PCs. But it's nice when you use all three the same. If your tablet, your phone, and your computer are all the same, then you have the same ecosystem, if you will, of everything working together. But everyone has, again, it's a personal preference. If you want an Android phone, then use an Android phone. If you like PCs, use PCs. But that's the answer for me on that one. What's the bet? Did I answer the question, Marie?
Not really. I have those devices. I have an Android phone and a Windows desktop and an iPad.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out one platform to use right now. I have some Dropbox stuff and some Google stuff and some iCloud.
Okay. So you want to use what platform for when you have that mixture? I would use Google.
Google?
I would, yeah. If I had those three, that's what I'd be using. And now I also, as much as I told you, I like Apple stuff. I use Google Drive a lot. I use Google Photos a lot. I have 2 Dropbox accounts. I have my iCloud accounts. So I use all of them because it's redundancy, and I'm able to back up stuff and different things and do all that. You don't have to do that much, but if you had a mixed platform like that, like an Android phone, an Apple iPad, and a PC, I'd be using Google because it works on all three.
I would add that Apple is consumer friendly.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, that's my, yeah, if you don't want to change hardware, I would use Google, but if you can update your hardware, I would go all Apple. That's what I would do. Is that what you're saying, Sydney? It's easier to use?
Well, it's not only that, you can always get answers. You can go to Apple for help anytime you want.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I think, Marie, I misunderstood the question, so I think hopefully I answered it better for you. That's what I would use in that situation that you're in.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. All right, so let's go to the 4 main components. So again, iCloud, if I break it down, there's 4 parts to this. This is where it gets a little unclear, uncharacteristic of Apple things, which are usually really clear. This seems a little unclear. So there's this element that iCloud does backup, but backup only of mobile devices. iCloud does not back up computers. It only backs up your iPhones and your iPads. It does not back up your computer. The big reason is our computers have a lot of stuff on them, and it would take up a lot of space and it'd take up a lot of memory, so it doesn't back that up. They have other ways to back that up.
Kevin, did you just use the word bubble devices?
Mobile,
thank you. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Introduce a new word that's confusing. Mobile. Yeah, mobile. Yeah, so iPhones and iPads only is all that iCloud will back up. It also will sync your apps and your devices, which allows you to kind of use them from going from one to the other, which is really nice, as long as they're Apple, right? And then so then 3 and 4, these are like apps within the app, really. So you've got iCloud Photos, which iCloud allows you to manage, and we'll get into that. We have a class on that also and Get Set Up that drills deep into the iCloud Photos. I'll touch on it here. And then iCloud Drive, which is just a file manager, if you will, that you can use as part of iCloud, which is, very similar to, this is the piece that's similar to Google Drive or Dropbox or OneDrive. It's just a file cabinet of things that you share in the cloud. All right, now what most people use iCloud for is 1, 2, and 3. A lot of people don't even know about 4. A lot of people don't even know that that's available to them. So it's not used. It's a great utility, but it's not used as much by people. So let's dig into each of these and look at the benefits of them as we go along. So first of all, the difference between backing up and syncing. A backup is a snapshot of a copy of information at a point in time. Anything that happens after that is not reflected in the restored version of the backup because it was a point in time. Where syncing is a continual live updating of files as you go along. All right, so there's a difference between those two things. And iCloud does both for all your mobile devices, and it does syncing for all devices. All right, benefits of backup, you can restore a file. Yes.
Can I ask a question about syncing? So like with your contacts, it's syncing all the time.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So I forgot what my question. Never mind. If it comes back to me, I will ask.
That's right. Somebody else, one of my classes today, that happened to them too. I got 2 questions and then she forgot the second one. She remembered it later. Like, yeah, I got it. We're all in the same place. So you can restore files if devices are lost or stolen. And then the biggest use of backup with our phones is when we get a new phone, we make sure the old one's backed up. We get the new phone, we log in with our Apple ID, and everything is back up like it was on our old phone, on our new phone, and we're happy. That's a beautiful thing about the backup for iPhone. So that's a really big thing. Okay, if it's set up right, it's your Apple's backing up your iPhone, iPad once a day. You can force a backup anytime if you want, but it does it by itself once a day. We'll talk a little bit more about that too. Benefits of syncing.
I have a question.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kay.
I have the same as you. I have a MacBook Pro, I have an iPad and a phone. So if I create an Excel file, for instance, on one of them, it does sync to all 3. So what is it, if it's not backing up files automatically, then when do I lose it?
So you have you have it set up that what you're making it in Microsoft Excel inside there.
Yes, right.
Yeah, so you have that set on, and you either there's one of two things. One, you've got it set up to sync that app across those devices, so it's doing that, or you have it in iCloud files, and it's being shared that way. It's two different
I
possibilities.
don't know. How do I know what I've done?
When we get into the settings of the devices,
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we'll break all that out.
Okay.
All right, benefits of syncing, same info on your devices, but you decide what you want to sync. I mean, you can pick and choose what you want to sync. And then continuity is Apple's genius idea that I can open up a web page on my phone, sit down at my computer, and then I can open up my browser on my computer, and it takes me to that web page without me having to put it in. Or copying text on my phone, going to my computer and hitting paste, and it pastes on my computer. Kind of neat stuff, and everybody knows.
At one time that your computer will not back up things into iCloud.
That's right.
But if I'm backing up on my phone, then it automatically backs up into my computer too, or not? No?
Now, your phone and your computer are separate things. What it's backing up is the information on your phone to the iCloud.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's the same question as mine. If I can see the Excel file on my iPad and my iPad's being backed up, is the Excel file being backed up is my question.
Well, it's in the cloud. So the reason you're seeing it is because it's in the cloud. So it's not being, it's always in the cloud. It's not going anywhere unless you take it out of the cloud. The backup is simply backing up the information on your local machine. So I think it's two different things we're talking about. I think the Excel file is in the cloud, not on the computer, not on the phone. Okay, benefits of iCloud photos. You can back up your photos. That's important. You can free up space on your device. That's really important. You can sync photos across all your devices. So you take a picture on your camera, on your phone, you can look at it on your iPad, you can look at it on your computer without having to download, upload, transfer, all that. And then you can share photos with whoever you want to on your different devices through albums and that type of thing. Like I said, we have a class on this, but this is one of the biggest benefits, I think, of iCloud. Besides the backup of our phone, this is another big one here because it frees up space for our phones. We'll see in a minute when I share my phone, I have, I don't know, 18,000 photos, 900 videos or something like that in my iCloud photos. There's no way that would fit on my phone, but I have access to all of them on my phone. I can view all of them on my phone. My phone is only 64 gigabyte and I haven't used up all my space. And that, to accommodate the 18,000 photos, 900 videos, it's something like 120 gigabyte or something like that it's using in the cloud. So it allows me to do that. Kathleen, just unmute.
What I don't understand and is I understand that if I free up space, meaning that my photos are in the cloud, but if I take them off the iPhone, it erases them in the cloud as well, iCloud. So how do you free up space?
Yeah, let me make it. Kathleen brings up a very good point. Please do not delete photos. I have a saying, memory is cheaper than memories. Memory is cheaper than memories. And hopefully you hear my distinction there. Memory is the space to store files and photos. That's much cheaper than replacing memories that you've deleted because you needed more space on your phone. And you cannot replace memories. Once that picture is gone, you're not going to get it back. And you're right. If you delete anything from iCloud Photos, it's gone from everything. It's gone from all of them. Now, there's one little safety net, but it is. If you take it off one, it's gone from all the others. So I would encourage you, do never delete photos. I mean, if it's a picture of your thumb, okay, get rid of that one. But don't feel like you got to be purging pictures all the time. Like, shoot away. Those are memories that will never get replaced. So by memory, not because you can't replace the memories. Well, Kathleen, we're going to get into the settings to make you see how that works.
Okay, but how do you how does that free up space on your device if you can't delete the photos?
That was my question.
Okay, so I'm going to try to explain this again.
Okay.
A photo has a very high, our photos are very high resolution, meaning there's a lot of data in a file. It's a pretty big file. That's what takes up so much space on our phone. What iCloud Photos does is it says, hey, if you want us to, we will save these native versions, this original version of the photo, this high quality, high level file, we'll save that on the iCloud, okay? And instead on your phone, we're gonna save a very small version of it, a thumbnail version of it. Let's say it's a tenth of the size or a hundredth of the size. Now, it appears like they're all still there, but it's not taking up the space on your phone anymore.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
iCloud Photos a separate account from iCloud?
No. It's actually an app on your iPad. It's an app on your phone. It's an app on your computer.
Right,
But
right.
it's all tied to whatever Apple ID you're logged into, which is your iCloud account.
Okay. Another thing, I deleted or I minimized all the pictures from everyone, the live pictures, and I can't get them back again on my screen.
What device are you on?
I'm on a laptop. And when I first got on, I saw all the people, but then it interfered with your screen. So I not deleted, but minimized it. And I can't get it back.
All right, so what do you want to see now?
I'm on a laptop.
No, what do you want to see on your screen? What do you want to see?
On your screen, I just see your stuff, benefits of iCloud Photos.
And what do you want to see?
I want to see my picture and your picture. That's what I want to see. Like I did before, I minimized it.
All right.
Maximize.
Try
maximize.
Command tab.
Kevin, you don't do that when you're showing a slide.
Maybe I should just forget about it.
Yeah, everybody, the participants leave the screen, but you're still there.
Yeah, you can change your view to gallery. You can change how big what I'm sharing is. You can see yourself. You have some customization on Zoom on here. We have a class on how to use Zoom in Get Set Up that talks about all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. We're still here. We still see you. So we got you.
Oh, okay. I just did that gallery.
Good.
All right. I got everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Okay.
Let's
keep going. Benefits of iCloud Drive. Yeah, you can pick and choose what you want to share across your devices. So if you want a certain folder or certain files to be available on all your devices, you can put those in iCloud Drive and they'll be seen on the different devices. That may be what's happening with that Excel file. That's what I was saying earlier. The way to access iCloud Drive varies from device to device. This is a little confusing. So on your, I think on this slide I can show you, you can get to it on your phone and your iPad through the Files app, which looks like this blue folder. If it's not on your device, download it for free from the App Store, but it should be on your device. If you're on your computer and your Mac, then you can go to the Finder and it's going to be in there. You go to Go iCloud Drive and it'll pull up what's in iCloud Drive. Whatever you drag or drop into iCloud Drive will show up in your files inside your phone and your iPad. You can also go to iCloud.com. You can do that on a PC and you have access to iCloud Drive and your photos is there as well. And again, that's just giving you access to iCloud Drive those different ways. Now, what Apple does.
You do that on an iPad?
Which one?
You could go to, can you go to that iCloud.com on an iPad and the phone and the PC? Or is that
you could, but you don't need to. You don't, on a PC you could. You don't need on a Mac or on a Mac computer. You want to go to Finder. You can do it on a Mac computer through the browser, but if you're on an iPhone or iPad, just go to the app called Files. That's the easiest way. Just go to that. Okay. Apple gives everybody 5 GB free when you have your iCloud account, your Apple ID. You get 5 GB free. Then when that fills up, you got to start paying if you want it to go up. 99 cents a month for 50, $3 for 200, $10 a month for 2 TB. If you do the 200 or gigabyte or 2 TB, you can share it with 5 other people. You don't see each other's information, you're just sharing that space. So it's a cumulative. So I share with one of my daughters 200 GB. The reason I had to upgrade was because she had an older iPhone that was out of space and she couldn't back it up anymore. and we needed to back it up before we got the new phone so we could move everything over. So I put her on my iCloud storage plan and let her back up her old phone. And then when she got a new phone, she was able to restore from her old phone to her new phone, and she was in business. So that's why we did that. All right. So that's the storage plans on that. Okay. Now let's dig into this because I've talked enough theory. Let's jump into the details of it, right? We're going to go into the iPhone first. I'm going to actually, this is kind of a screenshot. I'm going to go into my phone, but I'm going to show you what it looks like on my phone. So you go to settings and you click on your name at the top, and you're going to go down to iCloud section, and then we get into the detail. All right, now let's jump into it. All right, you see my phone?
Should we be doing this as following along on our own phones as you're doing this?
You can. Yeah, I would encourage you to. Okay. Let me see if this updates. Come on. No. My phone's not acting up right. All right, let's do it.
I'm just checking my phone and I don't see iCloud on there. I see OneDrive, but not iCloud.
iCloud is not an app on your phone. Go to settings and then click on your, or go to the right on
Hang on
your
a second, I'm having a
name,
little trouble.
and iCloud is there.
Settings and then what?
And then
I
your
am on
name,
settings.
okay, settings, and your name is up at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under your
Look
name
at
is
the, look,
iCloud.
it says Apple ID, iPad,
Yes.
iTunes. Go to
Yes.
the little arrow on the right, and it'll bring you to
Okay.
a screen that'll show you where the iCloud is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Huh.
And then
Okay, with settings, I can't find my name on the top. Where am I not looking?
It's all the way on the top.
Oh, okay. All right. I needed to scroll down. Thank you. Kevin, are you there?
I think he froze.
I think he had a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, he looks like he froze.
I think they want to check if iCloud Drive is on.
I think Kevin went to the iCloud, maybe.
Where's our Nancy? Is she the
He seems to have disappeared. He's not even on the list.
I hope he realizes this.
Hello everyone. Actually,
We'll
there
be
might
back.
be some issue. So Kevin is not here. He'll be back soon.
Nancy is here. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me, Nancy.
Okay.
support person?
Where did he go?
To the restroom, maybe. I don't know.
You went to the
There might-
cloud, Kathleen.
There might be some technical issues. So just wait for a while.
Okay.
You, Nancy.
It's amazing after a year of Zoom that so many technical issues arise with everyone.
Yep. Good point, Kathleen.
Hello.
It makes you feel good, though, that you know that it's not you.
Ah, yes.
It's something else.
Exactly. Wow. Yes. Good point.
I always go, oh, what did I do? What did I do? I lost it. Then I can find it. There he is.
Oh, okay.
He's back, maybe.
That's it.
Oops.
You guys there?
We're patiently waiting.
Yeah, I apologize. My computer decided to take a break and crash. Apple's not supposed to do that to me. I've got a new Mac M1. It's not supposed to do that, but I promise you, I am testing its abilities pretty strong. All right, let's go back to where are we? All right, we're getting ready to go into look at the app itself, right? On the phone. You guys figured it all out while I was gone? All right, let me share my phone. All right, now it's working. Okay, here we go. I'm going to settings, and then up at the top where your name is, you're going to click on your name. And then down here, there's a section called iCloud. You're going to click on iCloud. Okay, now this is real important. The top of this is telling you what your storage is, not on your device, but actually in your iCloud account. So this is how much space you have. So you're going to have 5 gigabyte, 50 gigabyte, 200 gigabyte, or 2 terabyte. And it tells me I've used 144 gigabyte of the 200 gigabyte that I pay for. I pay $2.99 a month to have the 200. What is using most of my 200 gigabyte? Photos, right? And if I click on the little manage storage, it tells me how that space is being used. Again, this is not on the phone. This is actually in the cloud. So 115.7 gigabyte is used by photos. I want to show you that this phone itself, let me go to settings again. I want to show you now, that was in the cloud. I want to show you how much space I have on this phone itself locally. So I'm going to settings, general, and then iPhone storage, okay? This phone, it's a iPhone 8, I think. It only has 64 gigabytes on this phone. So there's no way all of those photos would even fit on this phone. It's twice as much memory as this phone could even hold. But yet I still have access to all those photos on here because it's pulling them in from the cloud. See how that works? And you notice how little bit of photos is being used? Only 3.74 gigabyte is being used by my Photos app.
Can you go back and show us how you got here? How you find out what you have on your phone, please?
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to settings, right?
Uh-huh.
Settings, and then you're going to scroll down to general.
Oh, general, okay.
And then scroll down to iPhone storage. This is actually on the physical phone itself. This is what this is telling you.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right. So that's that. Now let's go back. Let me show you something else while we're on photos. I'm going to go into, because we're talking about photos a little bit. If I go to the Photos app, right? Photos app up here. This opens up my photos. All right, down here at the bottom, it tells me how many photos. I have 18,850 photos, 930 videos. There's no way all of that I could get all that on my phone, but I have access to it because of the way iCloud works. Right? They're all here, and I can view them. I mean, here's a cute picture of kids. You know, it's all here. The whole roll is here. Your albums are in here. All of it's here. But it's not taking up all this space on my phone because I'm using iCloud Photos. So
Kevin, my question is, does that automate, if your photos are in the iCloud, when you go to your photo app and you click on it, are you accessing the photos in your phone or all of the photos that are in the cloud?
the latter, all of them. They should all be one and the same. Now it's all the same.
And we don't have to do anything to make that happen.
But we're going to make sure the settings are right for you.
No, I know, but once the settings are correct, when we go to photos, we are automatically accessing all the photos that are in the cloud.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So let's go back to settings.
I'm sorry, Kevin, if you don't see the blue file cabinet, is that an automatic app or you have to download it?
If it's not on your, so do you know how to search, like pull down your screen with your finger and get the search at the top here? Just kind of put your finger in the middle of the screen and pull down and you get a search bar at the top. You can
Yes,
type in files there, and if it should pop up like it did on my screen here. If it doesn't, then you should go and download it from the App Store.
It says files and photos, folders.
What version operating system? You're on an iPhone?
Yes, a 12.
Do you have this app?
No, it says files and folders, privacy.
Okay. Unless it's something new, but I guess you could try that and look, see what's in there. We'll get to the files in a minute. We'll check again when we get back to that.
Okay.
We'll get to files later. Okay. Settings, click on your name, go to iCloud again. We're back in here. Okay. All right, now below the storage up there for iCloud that tells you how much you've used of your 5, 50, 200, or 2 terabyte, below that you have all of the apps that you could have settings for iCloud for it to sync. The first one is photos, right? And when it's green, these are little toggle switches. When it's green, it's on. When it's gray, it's off. So it's off, it's not going to sync that information from that phone or sync it with your other devices. So that you customize this how you want. Okay. Like I don't like Siri. I think she's annoying, so I keep her off. I don't want her to. Just personal preference. Everybody does their own thing. Everybody, but if green is on, gray is off. But let's drill into photos a minute. So you click on photos, and these are important settings. So obviously you want iCloud photos on. This next section where it says optimize iPhone storage or download and keep originals. This is where you have the setting for it to save the original the large file size in the cloud versus on your phone. So you can see I have it set to optimize iPhone storage, and it says if your phone is low on space, full resolution photos and videos are automatically replaced with smaller device size versions. Full resolution versions can be downloaded from iCloud anytime. If I do download and keep originals, then I'm trying to keep all those files on my phone. There's just not enough space on my phone for all of those, so it would fill up. Right? You can upload to your photo stream. I don't do that. And you can do shared albums if you want or not. But the key thing is that you have iCloud photos turned on and you're optimizing your iPhone storage. Now, again, remember, if you delete anything from any device, it's deleted from all of them. They're all synced together on your photos.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't have upload to my photo stream.
Okay. It's okay. You don't need it.
I don't need it?
I said you don't need it. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
All right. So that's photos. These other things you can pick and choose if you want on or off. Okay. Here's iCloud backup. This is another important one for you. And this is only going to be on an iPhone or an iPad, the iCloud backup. So let's click on iCloud backup. And I have mine turned on. Again, green is on, gray would be off. And it automatically does this. And it tells me the last time it backed up was yesterday at 7:11 p.m. It does it automatically. But there's a couple things that have to happen for this to back up. One, it has to be plugged in. It can't be on battery. 2, it has to be on Wi-Fi. It can't be on cellular. And 3, you can't be really using it a whole lot because it's trying to take a snapshot of it. So it happens usually at night if you haven't plugged in at night on Wi-Fi. And the final thing is,
where is this? The iCloud backup? How did you get there?
Back up again. So we went to settings and then my name and then iCloud.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm scrolling down this list of things to sync. There's iCloud backup.
Oh, okay, fine. Thank you.
All right. So it's got to be plugged in. It's got to be on Wi-Fi. You can't be using it. And the final thing is you have to have enough space in your iCloud drive for it to back up. So if you're out of space,
Kevin, I have a question. So does it back up at the same time every night? Because mine says last successful backup was yesterday at 6:30. So will it, if it hasn't backed up, because I don't keep my phone plugged in at night. I recharge it at other times. Will it just back up whenever it's plugged in?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, mine's different every day, a different time. Every time I pull it up, it's a different time. Yeah.
So as long as I plug it in, it's going to back up at some point.
Yeah, as long as you have memory, as long as it's on Wi-Fi, as long as it's plugged in, as long as you're not like doing something heavy on it at the same time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Kevin, I got a
Yes.
question for you.
Yes.
On my iPad, in that, in where there's the phone and the iPad.
Okay.
Okay. I've got two iPads in there. One is my old iPad. How do I delete that?
You lost me. What device are we on?
A phone.
A phone.
And I'm in Shirley's no, go back here. I'm in the
iCloud.
Yeah, I'm in iCloud. Yeah.
And then you
down
went
my iPhone. Okay. And then I've got Shirley's iPad 2, Shirley's iPad 3.
Wait, I'm not sure. So what did you click on backups or what do you?
No. I'm. When am I in here?
I can help. So go back to this main screen. Kevin, let me tell you. So Kevin, go back to the main screen.
This one?
The main one. Go to the top. Now, this is for her. So click on your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one?
And then go down and see where it's going to say here, Kevin Miller. It's got all his devices. So that's what she's asking. She wants to delete one of them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see.
I'm not sure which one I want to delete.
All right. Just click on one of the arrows. See the arrow to the right?
Okay. Yeah.
You get a screen that's kind of like this. You see the red? You see the red remove from account?
Model, version, yeah. Serial number. Yeah. Okay.
Do you see remove from account?
Remove card. Okay.
That'll do it.
Okay, good. I'll have to figure out which one is the right one and want to keep.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Thanks for your help. Tell me where she was. I was lost where she was. Okay, that's all those things. iCloud Drive, you just turn it on or off if you want those files to be synced to your to be accessible from your phone or not. Okay. All right, you guys good on this? So this is all customized, and let's think a minute here about.
I have a question about what you just asked. So I have mine synced with contacts, messages, Safari, and news, and that's all. It seems to me that the contacts and messages would be the most, well, and photos, of course, but the most important things that you would want to be synced.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that is important? And I guess I'm not quite clear on how the syncing works for Safari between my iPhone and my iPad. I mean, I understand that so I save stuff in news, for example. So, but it's not syncing. It's not syncing what I'm saving from my phone to saving on my iPad. Shouldn't that sync if this is clicked on?
Yeah. So the only reason it wouldn't sync is if it's not turned on your iPad. Number one. Number two, if you're not using the same Apple ID. So that was, is it Lydia with your husband?
Lori.
Well, I know, but Lydia earlier, you're talking about her, she had an iPad, iPhone, her husband had an iPad, and things weren't all syncing. You probably have different Apple IDs.
Yeah.
I notice now that my husband is on my iCloud account, but he hasn't downloaded anything since 2019. So he's just trying to download it now.
Has he gone into the iCloud page and made sure Photos is on?
I have my photos.
If you have Photos off, it's not going to sync. Again, these settings are specific to each device, so every device has its own settings.
Yes, he has it on.
Where's it at?
You just passed it.
Photo.
Okay.
Right here. Photos on.
Oh, okay.
And you guys are working out of the same storage. The storage numbers are the same on yours as they are his.
Yes, they are.
Okay, good.
I hope we're not going to go over 50 gigabytes or whatever it is. Because I was 23 before, and now with his, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't take many photos.
Memory's cheaper than memories, Lydia. Memory is
Okay.
cheaper than memories.
Hey, $2.99 is a lot of bucks.
It adds up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kevin, you're saying that if we don't use something in here, we can turn it off?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because
Like
then
I've
it's
got stocks. I don't use that.
yeah, right. I don't either. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I have a question to Safari. I just turned it on and now it's asking me existing local Safari. What would you like to do with existing local Safari data on your iPhone? Merge or cancel? I don't know what that means.
It wasn't syncing before, and now you have another device that it syncs with, right?
The iPad, I guess, yes.
Okay, so the iPad has some Safari information that it wants to. So it's basically saying, hey, you turned on this now. Now we've got two conflicting out of sync devices. Which one do you want to win or do you want to merge?
I see. So I say merge?
Yeah, I would. That's safest because now you got both of them together and you can see everything now.
Okay, so merge. Okay.
Good example.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, you guys feel good on the settings here?
Yep.
All right.
What's the difference between reminders and calendars? And what does it do as far as if you set them on or off?
Do you use the reminder app?
I'm not sure what the reminder app is.
Turn it off. That's your answer.
Okay.
Unless you know you're using it, you don't need it.
Reminders are, is that what rings when you have set something in a date calendar, or is that
No.
something else? No.
That's,
Okay.
that's different, yeah. The calendar
You
has
can write yourself a reminder. If
Yeah.
instead of writing it on a piece of paper, you can write it in reminders.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
it's a separate app, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Calendars, they call them alerts in a calendar, but those are the reminders in a calendar, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so everybody feels pretty comfortable about the photo thing. That's good. Let's look, and I showed you how to get to your photos. Right, so you have the settings for iCloud in settings, and then when you access photos, you go to the photo app. To access the files, let's jump down to the files app here on the phone. All right, and I'm going to go to browse back up. Okay, I click browse at the bottom, and I can click on iCloud Drive. This is looking at all the files I've put in iCloud Drive, whether I put them in there from my iPad or from my computer. I can see them all from here. I'll give you this example. So I've got this starfish image here, right? These 3 starfish. I'll show you they're on. I can get to them on my computer as well because I have iCloud Drive on my computer as well. If I delete it here, I won't be able to see it on my computer anymore because it's gone from the drive.
So Kevin, I'm sorry, I have files on my phone and on my iPad and they're not synced and I'm not clear on how to sync them. So can you go back and just say, go here, push this?
Okay.
Click
So
this.
on the settings side, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go to settings, click on your name, go down to iCloud. Now you want to look for iCloud Drive. Make sure it's just turned on. See iCloud Drive. Make sure it's green.
Okay.
Make sure it's green and gray on both of them.
Thank you. It was not turned on. Okay.
Okay. There you go. Good. You figured it
I
out.
I can't file your. I can find your file area.
And you're on a phone, or where are you?
I'm on an iPad right now.
An iPad. So if you go to search and you put in filed, what is it? Anything pop up?
I don't even know where search is.
Put your finger on any screen and just slide down, push, hold, and just slide down. Just like drag your finger down partway on the screen and search should come up on top.
Yeah, okay. So what do I put on file?
Files.
Okay, I got that. But what about the file in iCloud?
Do you see that? Is that what you're seeing, or?
No, I just see files app, file coin.
But do you see my screen or no?
Okay, where's your screen? No, I do not see that. Search files.
You don't have this little icon right with the blue?
I do have one under search apps.
Okay, can you click on it? Does it say utilities next to it?
Let's see. It says restore files, show in App Store.
Okay, you can go to the App Store and get it. It's free. It's an Apple utility.
Okay. So that will help me with what?
If you want to use iCloud Drive, again, it's a not commonly used part of iCloud, but if you've lived without it and you're okay, that's fine. It used to be really hard to get files from your computer to your phone. It used to be hard to do that. Now this makes that really easy if you want to move a file from your computer to your phone or vice
Okay,
versa.
I do see it all now. I don't know if you can see it. I know you can see it.
No, so
I
you
did
found it?
download it.
Okay. So when you go into iCloud Drive, it shows you whatever you've put in the iCloud Drive folder on any device. And again, these are files that are not on the local device, they're in the cloud, but you can access them from your devices.
Oh, okay.
So I
Thank you.
I think that answers a question I had about if the high resolution photos are in the cloud and you want to use that high resolution photo, is
Yeah.
that how you get it back to the device?
Not from the iCloud Drive. So Apple separates photos from files. I mean, obviously a photo is a file, but they separate photos from files. So to get them in your to download them, let's say on your computer, you just open up the Photos app on your computer. Do you have a Mac computer?
No, I have an iPad.
Where would you want to get the original file, then the photo to be downloaded to?
The iPad.
Yeah, so just open up. And why do you need the original? What are you going to do with it?
Well, maybe print it big size or
Okay,
something.
all right, yeah. So to do that, you just go to Photos and then you can download it right from there.
And is that the best place to get it first and edit it and then let it back itself back up to the?
Well, yeah, any of the Apple devices with the Photo app have good editing little tools in it, so you can edit them in there, and those edits are saved in iCloud Photos. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
On my iPad in files, there are many documents, but on my iPhone is nothing.
Can you get to
No
this?
documents at all.
The iPad has many files in the Files folder.
Uh-huh. I don't even know I had those documents in there. For whatever reason, they are in there. I don't know how they got in there. But theoretically, they should be on the iPhone too, right?
If you have it turned on both.
Oh, on both.
Yeah, and Kevin, I just turned on my, it was not on my iPad. How long does it take for the ones in my phone to get onto my iPad? Because they have not. So is there something else I need to do?
I don't know how long it would take. I mean, it's got to run through its cycle, and depending on how many there are, it could take a little bit of time the first time.
There's only 8.
Okay.
And they're small.
Yeah, I don't know how long it might take. They should come in eventually, though.
Okay. And how long does this class go?
We have gone over.
Asking a lot of questions, but they're good.
No, this is a tough one. I mean, I like teaching this because it's a challenge, because there's so many pieces to it, and there's so many. I mean, it's multiple pieces. It's really 4 apps. Kind of how do you manage all of that in one thing called iCloud? It's really not clear. I'll hang around. I mean, this is my last class I'm teaching today, so I'll hang around and keep answering questions for you guys if you'd like.
Kevin, on iCloud Drive, if you look at recents, there's photos. I have recents, and there's photos in it. Does that mean that they're stored locally?
So are you on the phone or the computer? Or?
On the phone,
On the
under
phone.
iCloud Drive, and on the right side, it says browse, and on the left side, it says recent.
Yeah.
And on the recent, there are photos. Does that mean that they're stored locally and not in the cloud?
No, those are photos that you've put in iCloud Drive. So when you click on browse.
Yes.
And then you click on iCloud Drive.
Yes.
Do you see the photos there as well?
No. They only show up on recent.
I'm trying to see what else these things are that could be. These are recents that maybe on your phone as well. but maybe not in the cloud. Because, you know, back in Browse, you can see iCloud Drive, and then there's On My Phone, which are a little bit different. Those are definitely on your phone. And when you click under that, Browse, and then On My Phone, are the photos in there?
When I click on,
Browse
no,
at the, browse at the bottom, and then On My
on the
Phone.
bottom, they're not on the browse, but they're on the recent.
Just in the recent.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I just think because that's what's tricky about it, right? Because you can put, like, I even have, here's a photo of my wife and I, you can put a photo on iCloud Drive, and you know, it's confusing because they try to separate photos from Drive, but you can put photos in Drive if you want. There's just no need to. You know, one or two here and there is not a problem.
Oh,
But
is that-
if you're moving a few photos from one to the other, just do it in Photos. You don't have to put it through Drive.
okay. They just, yeah, okay. They just, yeah, that's all they are, a few of them.
Yeah, you probably tried to share them. Yeah.
How did you get to browse?
I'm in Files again. Let's go back.
Okay.
I'm in this Files app right here. See that? The top
okay.
left, Files.
Right.
And then click Browse at the bottom.
Okay. The other thing is that I put browse in a search part at the top, and it didn't come up with anything. So I'm not sure what I'm doing right or wrong.
You on this screen you searched, or you're searching for the Files app?
I was searching for the browse on the screen, and it came up with display and brightness. So I don't know why that happened.
I don't have browse on the bottom.
When you go into Files, you should have Browse and Recents on the bottom.
I have reasons, I have locations, favorites, and tags.
You're in something else.
I'm in Files on the iPad.
Okay, where is Files?
Really, I'm lost. Where's Files?
You want to, this is where I'm having you search the phone for Files to see if it's on your phone. If it is, it'll show up like this as an app at the top.
What search do you do? The regular search?
This is the search just for your phone. So to get to that, you just put your finger in the middle of the screen and drag down, push and drag down until the search bar pops up at the top.
Oh,
Mine says 5 results.
Oh, I see.
Now, see the white icon that says Files? That's what you're looking for. If it's not there, then you need to go to your app store and download Files.
Okay.
Okay. It says no recently opened documents here. Is that possible in my files?
You went into it? Yeah, I mean, like I said, most people don't even use iCloud Drive. It's not used a whole lot.
All right.
So how does it get to the drive? Because when I look at browse, I see old things that I put on from a PC. But if I look at recents, I see things like screenshots and all kinds of stuff that I would not necessarily save. So how does it decide to put that in there?
Let me show you something else here on the computer side of things. If I go to, let's do desktop share, and let's go to a blank screen. Oh, making one of these. Okay, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yes.
It's just my screen. I'm going to go to Finder. Oh, I don't need all this open. All right, here's Finder, right? And then I go to Go at the top, and I go down to iCloud Drive. See that? iCloud Drive. Okay, now these are files that are shared across all the devices because I put them in here. I drug them in here, and now they're visible on all of them. You can even take things from your local computer. Like I have these two items are on my desktop. Because I have the desktop here, look, these guys are in here. All 4 of these files are in here. So anything I put on my desktop ends up being on iCloud Drive because I drug my desktop folder in here. So this is what determines what's in here. Remember the starfish we saw on my phone? There they are. I can access them. So that's how you put stuff. It's the best way to manage the files is on your computer through this. Now the other way to get to them through Chrome is to go to iCloud.com. I didn't spell it right. iCloud.com. And then this opens up, and you can do this on anything, a PC, whatever you want. So I'm going to log in here. This is just to the browser now. Again, you could be anywhere accessing this. So you can see this is my information, iCloud Drive. I click on that, and the same files are going to be visible here. There's the starfish. I can upload files to this. I can create new folders. I can download these if I want. If I delete it here, it's going to be gone from all of them. So I got to be careful of that. My photos, I can access those from here as well. Remember my 18,000 photos? There they are. You can upload photos in here. You can drag photos from your hard drive into this. You can create albums in here. You can download these on your computer if you want to from here.
You're using Chrome now?
This is through Chrome, yeah. Yeah, obviously on my Mac, I would never use this because I would just use my Photos app. I would use my Finder app. I would use those. But I'm showing you if you were on like a PC or something or anywhere else, somebody else's computer and you wanted to get to it, you could still get to it.
How do you connect with the phone and the PC? Or
ask it again.
How do you connect the phone with the PC? When you went to your PC, how did you get to your PC? Was there some kind of connection that you did in the past?
No, I mean, I have the same Apple ID on my computer as I do on my phone, as I do on my iPad. So
how did you get your computer hooked up with your iPhone?
Okay, so if I go back to settings, system preferences, up here in system preferences on the Mac, you have Apple ID right here.
Uh-huh.
And you click on this, and I'm selected out iCloud over here. You have some of the same settings as your phone and your iPad. And remember, this is that 200 gigabyte again. It's the same storage we saw on my phone when I was showing you that. This is all having to do with the iCloud settings for this computer. Notice there's no backup because this is a PC, all right, it's a Mac computer. It's not a mobile device. So there's no backup, but the rest of it is all turned on. So when I have photos turned on here and I have photos turned on my phone and I go into Photos app, I see the same photos.
Could you go backwards to things again where you started? I mean,
how did I get to that?
Right.
Yeah, so system preferences.
Okay.
And then Apple ID.
Okay.
And then make sure you have iCloud selected over here on the side.
Okay, thank you. I will try that after the class.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. Anything else?
So Kevin, what I was asking was, all of a sudden, I'm getting a window in the middle of my screen. I'm on a PC, and it says it says iCloud, and in the lower right, it says apply. It gives me an option to cancel, and when I hit on any of those, it doesn't do anything unless I go back to the original screen I've been working from.
Do you have iCloud on your PC? I mean, do you have an app or something on your PC?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what that is. I understand there is some type of way to have iCloud work with Windows 10, but I'm not familiar with it. So I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that question.
You should be able to get rid of it with Control-Alt-Delete, which brings up the applications that are open, and you can go on that and cancel that.
Well, she can Google it. She can Google it also.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, it is showing. I'm sorry, on my when I go to settings, it does show on the left-hand side. It says iCloud, and the folder is like orange.
I'm just not familiar with how it works on the PC.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Kevin, you can go to iCloud.com on any browser. Is that correct?
That's right. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's a kind of a nice feature. You can kind of take it anywhere you want that way. Yeah, and you can get your photos, you can get your contacts, you can get your files that way.
Yeah. So wherever you're in the world, as long as you get to a browser on the internet,
right? And
you get to your iCloud.
Yeah, you just need your Apple ID, username, your email, and your password to get in, and pulls it up. Anybody else? All right. Hey, if you didn't get enough, take it again. We'll offer it again.
When is the photo class? That you mentioned, you know?
Do you know how to search for the classes on the Get Set Up website?
No, but I can figure it out, I'm sure.
Oh, actually, I was trying to find things by date. I actually don't know how to search for the classes, so that would be useful to me.
All right. You see, I'm logged in right now, right? If you're logged in, just come up here. Let's say Google, at the top is a search, Google Photos. It's a couple different ones here. So let's try this one.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the next one is Monday, April 5th at 12:30 p.m. Scott's teaching it.
Yep, Scott teaches a lot of them. Yeah, that's it. That's a different one than this one, but it's also similar and it's before this one. So you're right.
And can you do it by date also at the top?
Can you search by date?
Yes.
You can go to schedule. Under schedule, you've got the date here.
Oh, okay.
So you can pick on, she said, what, the 5th? And you go down and find where that one is.
No.
Okay.
Good.
Here's iCloud Photo Basics. That's more about iCloud Photos. That one is. Yep. But you can go by day. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, you guys, I enjoyed it. Thanks for bearing with me when my computer bombed out on me. Thanks for being patient. You guys have been great. If you get a chance to do feedback on the class, anything positive you say is always appreciated and encouraged. So I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You did marvelous. Thank you.
Thanks.
Your patience is exemplary.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.